Pranam. Right. Good evening. Yeah, let me know if there are any questions. Sunil ji. Hello. Okay. No questions. That's great. Right. Rachit ji. Can current Jupiter retrograde for Gemini Ascendant be correct for promotion at workplace? It is in the 10th house, so it is a good transit overall. But retrograde time period is like when planet goes slow, it is closer to Earth and it reverts back. So it is more intensified energy. Maybe in this retrograde time period, they may be required to work hard, and once it turns again the direct moment somewhere in November December, after that they can expect some authority recognition coming to them. So it is possible like promotion or increase of authority recognition, because promotion houses mean like 11th house. So I'm just limiting myself to the like increase of authority and recognition. That can happen around the beginning of new year time period or first half of 2023. Aries lagna Mars and Venus in the third house in Ardra nakshatra is bad for marriage. No questions on marriage. That is the heading of the okay. No questions on marriage and astrology. There is every planetary placement is bad for marriage. Every planetary placement is good for career. Can an experienced astrologer guess a person's ascendant by just seeing him talking or doing certain activities? I don't think so. Like at least I can tell about myself. I cannot tell about others. I can tell about myself that I don't think I will be able to do it. But I'm not experienced, as you said. So I have no idea. Okay, at least I will not be able to do it. Good evening, Ankita ji. Saturn return 9,000 Aquarius effect. Hard work in the matters of higher education, maybe the change in belief system or issues with the teachers and all. These things will be impacted. Saturn doesn't deny anything. It will make you work hard on your higher education. Okay. So Saturn transiting your ninth house Aquarius may make you work hard. If you are working hard, you will get result. If you are not working hard, it will make you repeat things. Okay. Is moon good in 11th house? Moon will be in Gemini, it will be in enemy sign. Dignity wise it is wrong, but if you are in business, if this person is in business and all, because it is in Gemini, Gemini is sign of business oriented mind. If this person is in business setup, then he can still have good benefits of this moon. How do you interpret the transit of Mars conjunct North Node in the 8th house opposite Venus in the 2nd house? I have written an article on Rahu Mars Uranus transit in Aries, so that article may help you. But it is a difficult transit with Rahu Mars to an malefic energy coming together in Aries Bharani. So like violent activities, terrorist attack can be a possibility. And they aspecting Venus in this case, which you are asking, is like relationship matters. In relationship matters, there can be some sort of dominance struggle going on, or feeling of isolation, separation in relationship. So for relationship matters, it is not a good transit, obviously. But other matters, a person can have some good results if he puts efforts in the right direction. You can a retrograde planet like Jupiter for Sagittarius or Pisces ascendant bring good times? As retrograde planet is nearer and more intensified. It is bringing good time, but it is bringing good time with reflection and hard work. It is intensify, and then it will make you work hard also on that Jupiter related thing. So if person is ready to work hard, then it is okay, fine, well and good for the person. But if he is not working hard, then there can be troubles. Okay. If I go to temple, is it a good sign? Go temple, go anywhere where you find peace. Okay. So no issues. There is no problem in going to temple. Going to temple is good thing. Hello, Nora. Is 10th lord in the 8th house good, as it is 11th from the 10th, and 11th house is about gains. And it is good if a person is in the business setup, because 8th house is a house of serving other people and all, and business benefits. But if person is working under other people, then it can indicate lots of instability with with people in authority figures. What is the effect of Mars in Ashuni in first house, Aries ascendant, since it is ascendant lord, and person can be highly active and aggressive. They are very assertive people. Mars in first house Ashwini, and they want everything right now. Impulsive is the most correct word. Okay. Impulsive nature, like okay, I want this right now. This type of approach can come with Mars in first house Aries Ashwini. Nice to see you live. Hi Sarah, how are you? How are your kids? I like seeing their picture. So keep on posting their pictures. So that is it. Yeah, nice to see you too. Thank you. Right. I heard a senior astrologer said that if Ketu is next to Saturn, no planet is between Ketu and Saturn, it takes native more time to settle in career. Any idea about it? Ask the person. Okay, I'm not here to respond to any other astrologer saying anything. Okay, I cannot know why he said so. I can give my opinion. Okay. So if any astrologer has said something, ask that person. I'm not supposed to respond on their behalf. As I understand, Ketu as Saturn conjunction is one of the most difficult conjunction, because they are none of them is a provider. So if Ketu Saturn are in the 10th house, the person should never work under authority figure. Okay. Ketu Saturn in the 10th house, person should never work under authority figures. That means he should work on himself, or himself in business setup. Can a child who is less than 2 years with a Capricorn ascendant be considered going through current Sadhasati? What could be the effect? Yeah, like a child can take birth during Saraswati, like children who take birth with Moon Saturn conjunction. They are taking birth in middle phase of Saraswati. So it will have impact just like for anyone else. For a child, even more because children are gentle. Okay, they are more tender. They need more care, nourishment, and all. So with children, we have to be more careful. Rahu Saturn conjunction give Cancer in 3 6 11 Dasha period. No, I don't think so. Cancer rule is different. It is like Rahu Saturn Mars combination in chart plus Dasha plus transit. Okay, when there is a combination happening between Rahu Saturn Mars in the chart also, in Dasha also, in transit also, then there is a possibility of having Cancer. Even then there is a possibility only. Okay, it is not that Cancer is bound to happen or something like that. Okay, so that is the thing. Then I have written an article about this disease of Cancer. You can find it on my website. Hello Sudeep ji, how are you? We are all good. Great. Give my love to them, good wishes, blessings to them. Good evening. I had a doubt whether Jupiter destroys all the Karak tattvas in the house it sits. Then an exalted Jupiter Ketu in Cancer in ninth house should not give a spiritual inclination. I did need your opinion. I don't think so. At the end of the day, dignity matters. If dignity is strong, the person will get good results sooner or later in life. Okay, so like here, Jupiter, Ketu are in Cancer. Uh, Cancer is like a exaltation sign. Okay, so Jupiter is very strong in Cancer. So I will not follow this logic for Jupiter in Cancer in the ninth house. But if Jupiter is in Capricorn in ninth house, then it can happen that Karak Tattva of ninth house can be destroyed because Jupiter is debilitated. Okay, that is the difference. Future reading, great. I'm not giving any reading, sir. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. I did not mean you to respond. Sorry for that question. No issues. But just like generic, uh, you will also understand. I may not be able to understand or even guess why another astrologer said something. So I have no right to say anything. Okay, I stand nowhere in such conditions. What about hmm, what about Sun for Pisces ascendant when goes in fourth house in Gemini with Mercury? It is good, like Sun with Mercury in Gemini, fourth house. As long as the person is working in his own business setup, it is good for communication purposes also. But when it comes to relationship with father, there can be some difficulties. As true, a Jupiter aspect is beneficial, and Jupiter placed a house is damaged by Jupiter. Great, I think you are saying. It's fine. You can have your own views. No issues. Okay. How dispositor work? The Jupiter is in ninth house in Leo for Sagittarius ascendant, and the dispositor Sun is debilitated in 11th. So dispositor shows the final strength of the planet. It is just like landlord. Suppose I rent this house. Okay, I'm paying my rent. I'm very like diligent in my living here. I'm taking good care of our house also. I'm not doing anything wrong in this house. But my landlord has committed some crime. My landlord has done something wrong. This gives the police people to give to this gives them police people a right to come here and investigate in this house also. Okay, because my landlord has done something wrong. Okay, so this is what happens when your planet's dispositor is weak. So like this in your example, Jupiter is in ninth house Leo, and its lord sun is debilitated. Okay, so in this situation, like this Jupiter's results will be weaker in matters of more in matters of like living significance, like family life, children, and all. The person may feel some sort of frustration, but when it comes to like education or career related matters, especially when they are in their own business, they can still have good result of Jupiter in Leo and Sun in Libra. Okay. What is the importance of Karkamsha Lagna, especially for spirituality? Karkamsha Lagna is more utilized by people to know about career related things. I don't think that it is used for spirituality unless and until the person wants to follow a spiritual career. So Karkamsha Lagna is mainly utilized there to find out the right career, and it is helpful. Okay. Uh, all right, it is done. Cancer Ascendant, Moon in Lagna 15 degree, Jupiter in 8th house 25 degree. Is it Cancer Ascendant, Moon in Lagna, Jupiter in 8th house? Jupiter will be in Aquarius, Vipreet Raj Yoga. Yeah, sixth lord in the 8th house. It is Vipreet Raj Yoga. It is there. I'm all fine. I hope you must be good, and we are too much indebted for your knowledgeable blogs. No, nothing like that. I am on my own ego trip. Don't think like this. Okay. So no indebtedness to anyone and anything. It's true. Jupiter aspect is beneficial. Damaged her house. Great. Namaste, sir. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you, Kartike. What is your opinion about manifestation and manifestation technique? Everything is manifestation. Even this live Q&A session is just a manifestation. You people wanted to have this, wanted to ask some questions. I wanted to respond some questions. This is desire manifestation only. Everything in universe itself is desire manifestation, nothing else. Okay, just the manifestation of the desire of like energy or the god or whatever we want to call it. So manifestation is always there. Okay, it depends on what we want. Okay, as long as the object of manifestation, okay, understand, this is the main important thing. As long as I'm asking for a thing, okay, that I want car, I want house, I want good career, promotion, authority, education, I want to travel to foreign lands and all. Whenever I'm asking for these things to manifest, there are more chances. But when I am asking for relationship, now the other person's desires are also important. They are also like involved in that manifestation kind of thing, right? So it is not that okay, I want X person in my life, so she will also want me in her life. Okay, it is not necessary. So this is where manifestation works more in career related matters, finance and all, your achievement, materialistic achievement, but not in relationship matter. Okay, unless and until both the people or both the sides are equally interested in something. Okay. Yeah, Mayank ji, you are not asking any question. You are just giving your views. There is no question mark. You haven't asked anything. How can I respond to you? Okay. You are only saying it's true. Jupiter aspect is beneficial. So you are telling me. Thank you very much. Okay. You didn't ask if it is beneficial or not. How can I respond if you are not even asking? As I said, like Jupiter's placement or in any house can be damaging only when Jupiter is weak in that house. Its aspects are largely beneficial, but it can damage a house only when it is weak in that house. It is debilitated, especially if it is in Capricorn or Aquarius type of dignity. Then we can say that it is harming that house. Otherwise, it is not. Okay. What combinations give good career in job and not in business? If someone has too many benefic planets in the sixth house or 10th house, this is what I have seen. Like someone has like Mercury exalted, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus together in the sixth house or 12th house, Moon, Jupiter sitting in sixth house and 10th house. Okay, sixth house and 10th house, actually, not 12th house. So sixth house and 10th house, the job oriented houses, more benefic planets are involved, more chances the person can have good career and job setup. Okay. Which planet is or house is responsible for stable income? 11th house, income and gains. Okay. What if Saturn is in fourth house in Capricorn in D10 chart? D10 is chart of career. Fourth house is the house of home. It is Libra ascendant. So Saturn is your duty and responsibility. It shows the person's duty and responsibility can be in working from home or private offices and gaining authority through it, but it will require lots of delay, hard work, perseverance for the person. Okay, to realize this path. When will I get a government job? Madam, I'm not giving any consultation here. You can ask any conceptual question. Current Jupiter retrograde transit in fourth house for Sagittarius ascendant, will Hansa Yoga will be applicable for transits as well, or only when natal chart has displacement? Hansa Yoga will be applicable as long as this transit is taking place. Okay, up to the period of this transit, nothing else, not after that. When can Saturn Mahadasha give huge wealth and success, as there are some people who became huge in Saturn Mahadasha? Right. Good question. Okay. Best example is Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan became like the biggest of superstar of all times during his Saturn Dasha from 1970 to 1980 end. Okay. How? Okay. And just research about his lifestyle during Saturn Dasha. He used to work in 3 or 4 shifts in a day. Okay, he used to work in 3 or 4 shifts in a day. Like his day used to start at Bombay. He used to travel to Delhi for another shoot in the afternoon. In evening, he would be in Bangalore. Night, he will be in Kolkata. Okay. So what I mean to say, for like 15 to 20 years, this guy has worked like hell. Okay. So if a person can work like this way, okay, work and persevere for years altogether, then this huge success is coming. So work hard and get that success, which many legends got in their Saturn dasha. Okay, it is only coming after hard work, and nothing is coming easy in Saturn, in Saturn Mahadasha. Aries lagna, Ketu in 10th house is good relationship with wife's mother. No, don't worry about it. Okay. Ketu represents separation, and 10th house is fourth from the seventh, so it is like mother-in-law. Not very good relationship with mother-in-law. Okay. In most D charts, I have Venus Mercury conjunction in third house. What does it mean? Skillful person. If the same conjunction is taking place again and again, Venus and Mercury both are skillful planets. So we can say that a skillful, like you may have lots of interest, hobbies, and all, and you can be very skillful with your interest and hobbies, and those interests will remain consistent. Okay, in your initial life and later life both. Right. Uh, right. This is also another theory about reality shifts. Whenever it is sad, we experience what command we give to your consciousness. Okay. So if manifest a good relation with parents should shift my reality. Uh, Trying to understand manifestation really reality shift cybernetics chakras in our body and astrology theories are similar, so it feels all connected. Great. I don't have much information in this matter. So what I say that wherein it is sad, we experience what command we give to our subconscious. The biggest problem with us is that we are living in very conscious mind. We have no idea about our subconscious, unconscious, higher conscious, super conscious. We are only living in conscious mind. Okay, so we don't even know what is subconscious and what is unconscious and what resides there. So first of all, we have to tap into that. Okay, then only we can give a command to our subconscious. uh, so if that can happen, if you can reach up to your subconscious, great. Then give a command and you can have better life. Okay, so no issues with that. Then this I have written an article on chakras and kundalini that may help you. It is on the site. But other things I don't know much about. Okay. Does Rahu in 11th house always give wealth? Uh, no planet give wealth on its own. You have to work hard for it. Okay. Rahu in 11th house shows possibility. Your chart is just a possibility that, okay, you add this person can do this is a seed. Whether it will sprout and take the shape of a plant or a tree depends on your efforts. Okay, no planet is giving any result on its own. Thank you for this. Can you share some indications for a good astrologer in a chart? The easiest way to find. Second lord should be strong. Okay, second lord, like second house is the house of speech. Okay, it is also house of prophecy. Because it is house of speech, it is also house of prophecy, of prediction power. So if second lord is strong, then like person whatever he says comes out to be correct. Okay, so that is like very key factor in choosing your astrologer. If you know that, okay, I am going to this astrologer and this is his chart, and his second house lord is weak or second house lord is strong, that can give you an idea what type of consultation you can have. Yo, thanks for answers. Good, welcome. Seventh Lord Saturn in eighth house for Cancer can give low income jobs or less than desired income. Uh, if seventh house and eighth house both are business oriented houses, if person is more inclined towards his own business, then he can have much better income with delay, hard work, perseverance. But if he is trying to sustain in job setup, then difficult. Okay. Uh, just a second. Let me see the battery. Okay, we still have enough battery. I think we should be able to complete the session. Very well said, sir, about Saturn Mahadasha. If Saturn is in 10, a second house, Capricorn, then what things should be taken care of? If Saturn Dasha is beginning, just be very careful about your finances, because from Saturn in the second house, what happens? It blocks all money-oriented houses. Second house is the house of wealth. Saturn is aspecting fourth house of the real estate. It is aspecting eighth house of other people money. Yeah, means business benefits, and it is also aspecting your 11th house of gains. So it is impacting all money oriented houses for you. Okay, in that scenario, like uh, uh, biggest thing you can do, best thing you can do in this type of scenario, when Saturn is in second house, either in birth chart or in transit, and person is also under Saturn Dasha, make long term investments. Okay, whenever you have money, okay, and you want to spend somewhere or invest somewhere, make long term investment. Means investment in real estate, buy a home, property and all, and keep that property for a long period of time. Then it can be a beneficial. Okay. So these type of long term investments can be helpful for the person. So and also like be very careful with your finances and wealth in matters of like finance and wealth, because Saturn is a difficult planet. Okay, so if person is careless, then he can have serious financial issues. Okay, what does Rahu in first house of D9 chart mean? Work for yourself. And D9 is the chart of right life path. The person's right life path is towards himself, working for himself. How will be the sun? How will the sun dasha be for Pisces lagna? Sun placed in the ninth house. Good. So Pisces means it is in a Scorpio sign. It is sixth lord going into the ninth house. Being a sixth lord, it can bring some illnesses and diseases of sun nature. That is like this heart and brain related health issue. It can also bring some ego conflicts, litigation, like a result, ego conflicts resulting into litigation. But it also shows person's daily work life can be in knowledge sharing. Sixth lord going into ninth house. A person's daily work life is in knowledge sharing, guiding, and counseling people. Also, like person's belief system can go through a major change during this dasha. So yeah, these things I can see. It's like someone can have ego conflicts with the teachers also. Okay, right. They can travel a lot for their work. Taurus ascendant and second lord is in Cancer. Okay, third house. It's not beneficial for astrologers. Mercury is Amatyakaraka. It is losing dignity. Yeah, all I can say. What is happening? Mercury is losing the dignity. So if this person is an astrologer, what he may do, because Cancer is the sign of emotions. So rather than telling the real thing, okay, and rather than telling what he is seeing in a chart, he may be inclined to give you a like emotional consultation. He may be very emotionally involved with the person. Oh, if I say this, how he will feel, if I say that, how he will feel. So he may be like very much entangled with that, and then that's where like consultation may get like adulterated. Okay, not be like very fine and clear. So because the person is very much afraid, because Mercury is in Cancer, he doesn't want to tell the negative part. He wants to tell only the positive part. In that he may get into like these type of things, that okay, I should not tell this, I should not tell that. So this can happen. So does Ubhayachari yoga makes person billionaire? There is no need for Ubhayachari yoga to become a billionaire. Just get into your own business and you will become a billionaire. Okay. Just look at the history of all the billionaires. One thing is common, that they are all business people. So first of all, get into your own business. If you want to become a billionaire, then we will think about Ubhayachari yoga or any other yoga. Okay. That is the main problem with the people, that they want to become a billionaire, but they don't want to start their own business. They don't want to leave their job. In job setup, you cannot become a billionaire. My second lord Venus is exalted. Should I try my hand in astrology? Yo, you should. It shows like a Venus exalted second lord. Okay, it is really good uh, for like financial purposes also, and it is also good for like someone's speech prophecy kind of thing, as I said. So it can be a good thing. How to find purpose of life astrologically? I have written few articles. Repeating all those things here may take few hours. So just check on website. There are many articles written on this topic. Okay. Purpose of life is only one, that we need to walk towards light and become light to others. That's it. Any tips on studying moon transit in lagna chart on daily weekly basis? I'm not much into daily weekly thing. Okay, whenever it comes to transit, I will largely like focus on like 1 month or 2 month transits, especially like Martian transits, which are 45 days long. So there is a possibility of any event happening. And daily transit, I don't pay much importance. Okay, it doesn't mean that like I don't mean to say that they don't matter. I don't pay much importance. Okay, I'm not condemning them. Okay. Retrograde Jupiter in 12th house, Virgo ascendant, also having Jupiter Mahadasha along with Mercury and Tardasha. How will this work out? Jupiter is knowledge, Mercury is a collection of knowledge and sharing of knowledge. Jupiter, Mercury, both are teachers. Get into any type of knowledge sharing kind of work, and this dasha can be excellent. This is the main thing again. Like charts are indicating the path. Now, how many people will be ready to take this path? If I'm telling you that okay, you should be teaching, you should be sharing your knowledge, guiding people and counseling people, and in case you are in job setup, how willing you will be to leave your job setup and start something about teaching, guiding and counseling. So this is the main concern with humanity. And does Jupiter and Saturn and Rohini and Kritika Nakshatra in Taurus house signify political genius and master strategist? For politics, 10th house and 5th house are important. So pay more attention to 10th house and 5th house and their lords or planet in these two houses. What can be said about Sun in 11th house aspecting its own house, 5th Aries lagna? Any planet aspecting its own house is kind of protecting that house. So Sun is protecting 5th house here. So education, creativity, children, love, romance matter. Maybe even more so in non living karakas. Person may get result. Also, fifth lord in the 11th house shows these things of fifth house are like important in making the gains. These things are giving the gains to the person. Education, creativity, and all. Okay, they can bring money and income for the person. You said horoscope only shows the potential, but on the other hand, we have no free will. So we cannot really choose right. Uh, I don't think we have no free will. Okay. I personally feel that there are two levels. Actually, I was writing just before this session, starting this session, I was writing an article which I will be posting next week on this topic only. Again, the fate and free will. There are two levels to it, the consciousness and the mind. Okay, if you are living in consciousness state, that is soul state. Okay, if you are aware of your soul and consciousness, then everything is destined. Okay, then everything is destined, and whatever happens in the world is destined. But if you are living in mind, which most of us are living, we all are living in our mind. Okay, if you are living in mind, everything is free will. Even writing this question here was part of your free will. It was not part of your destiny. You wanted to ask this question. Okay. With person of consciousness or destiny, okay, with person of consciousness or destiny, there is no question at all. He accepts everything as is. Okay, just to give you an example of a person who is established in his consciousness, who is living at soul level. The story of Socrates is important, that he was given the punishment of poisoning. Okay, that he will be poisoned at 6 p.m. and around 6:10 p.m. he goes to the to the jailer and asks, "Where is my poison? Why didn't you bring it up?" This is the level of a person of consciousness, living in soul. There is no question in the person's mind why I'm being poisoned. How can I get rid of this situation and all. For this person, there is no free will because he accepts everything as destiny. Okay. For people like us, we are living in our mind. Everything is free will. Okay. I'm going to write this article next week. It may help you. Okay, Akanksha ji, क्या हालचाल? Venus Antardasha and Rahu Mahadasha, Venus in Taurus, Rahu Aquarius for Leo Ascendant. Good time for financial matters, money matters, but be careful in relationship. Rahu represents illusion and Venus represents the relationship. Rahu Venus Dasha, Venus Rahu Dasha brings like some sort of cheating in relationship. So just be careful. Okay. What eighth aspect of Mars does? It has the energy of eighth house of instability, so it brings the instability in the house where it aspects. Okay. Eighth aspect on lagna from the sixth house, Pisces lagna. Person will be following a very unstable life path. He may not be very sure of what life path he should be following and all. 7, 8, 9, 10 Lord in 12th house. Jupiter and Saturn. How will freelancing business work out related to technology? Rahu in first house in Punarvas. I have no idea. I have to look at the full chart, then I can help you in this question. With this much information, I cannot say that how a career will work out, because career determination normally takes 1 hour. How will Ketu Dasha be when it is placed in 8th house? Its dispositor Venus in 12th house also debilitated. This go into playlist section. There is a specific video of Ketu Dasha that will help you. That specifically for every dasha I have made one session. There is a video for Ketu Dasha itself. So that is the thing. If we know accidents will happen in a dasha, we can avoid it maybe. If we understand this dasha can get accident, say Ketu dasha, then we can avoid it. Right? We can avoid it. Just be aware. Uh, as I said, it is a possibility. Okay, and the chart, the predictions are just possibility. They are never a certainty. Okay, for me also there is no free will. I realized it long ago. If you tried everything and nothing works, you realize you really have no choice. Saturn also shows on the limits. It's very enlightening. I also love Socrates and know that I know nothing. He is so right. Right. If there is no free will, then even such questions should not come. Understand? This is the trick. Okay. When you say that there is no free will is the concept of mind, and mind only asks questions. If you really feel that there is no free will, then these questions should also not come. Then you should accept everything as is. That if there is a destiny, there is free will, even this question should not come into mind. These questions are coming, that means you are still in your mind and you are still a person of free will. Okay. So then this is what I was, a person of like consciousness of faith may not may not even worry. He will not even worry what this guy Vishal Saxena or Swami Premanand, Bharti or Astro Saxena is saying about free will or fate. He will not be concerned. That's what I'm saying. That is the biggest thing. A person who thinks that everything is destined, then fine. What is the question after that? Okay. How a good meditator can be seen from birth chart? We cannot see the person with a good moon who can really calm his mind and stay stress free. We cannot decide by mind or judge by like chart and all that. Okay, the person should show some interest towards meditation first of all. Again, there is a possibility if like 12th house or Pisces or moon is strong, Jupiter is strong, there is a possibility that person can be inclined towards spiritual pursuits and all. But whether he will do it or not, it's still his freedom. Right. Fifth lord in 11th house, sun would be in Aquarius, as Saturn is the lord. What could be sad? What could be sad about the dignity of sun in this? Sun is in big dignity. The results will come after much hard work, delay, and perseverance. Person has to persevere a lot, then the results will come. Can people get married during conjunction? Yo, I hope people can read the at least the headline of the title of the video. That no question on marriage, please. Like and shared. I didn't ask. Okay. I never ask anyone to like my videos. I never ask anyone to share my videos. Please. Okay. So it's fine. I'm not looking at people's chart. Okay. So if you have any conceptual question, you can ask. Do you give importance to power of colors? If yes, please explain how well we can use it. I have no information about it. I just wear whatever I like to wear in matters of colors. Second Lord, third Lord, sixth Lord, seventh Lord, ninth Lord, 12th Lord, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter sitting in 12th house. Will the native be settled abroad? He should, with all these planets in the 12th house also, it is like this Saraswati Yoga. So ideally, they should be in teaching related field, teaching, guiding, counseling related field. Ideally, they should be doing that. Okay. So that is what I feel. Okay. So yeah, it is good chart for foreign settlement kind of thing, and good benefits, like all three are benefit planets, good benefits from foreign lands. Okay. Any other question? Uh, what can be said about exalted Ketu versus Pisces Ketu in the fifth house? I don't think Rahu and Ketu are exalted, but people consider them exalted in Scorpio. Ketu exalted in Scorpio and Rahu exalted in Taurus. People consider, I don't consider. Both are good positions for knowledge, spirituality, occult mysticism, and research, but both are bad positions for relationship. Okay. What are the combinations in people's chart who cheat and lie very often? Rahu Mercury conjunction. Okay. Rahu is illusion and Mercury is communication. If Rahu is involved with Mercury, or Rahu or Ketu are involved with second and third house, or the second and third lord, then it is like person is speaking lot of lies. And then this Sir Venus at 0 degree, Jupiter 11 degrees. This is strong. Yeah, it is good enough. Venus, Jupiter are together. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. Thank you. Let's see next week. You said Venus Rahu brings illusion. Does this the Shah combination bring any positive results too? Can be good for money, can be good for like creative matters. Okay. I'm in Venus Mahadasha till 2034 and Rahu for another 2 3 years. Venus Rahu can be good for financial matters and creative matters and all. Okay, but when it comes to relationship, there is a possibility of like getting into a relationship where lots of lies are involved, lots of cheating are involved. What about Rahu in first house and Venus in ninth house? Rahu is aspecting Venus. It is good. Rahu in first house, work for yourself. Venus in the ninth house is love towards higher education. Rahu aspecting Venus in ninth house, person needs to educate himself and educate himself on his relationship aspect of life also. Okay. Right. I think we are done. Thank you. Take care. Enjoy. Have a